Hey YouTube, Mason here, back at you with another video. The topic of this video today is Grumichama, Brazilian cherry. I have one right here. Let's get into it. In my greenhouse. What a beautiful plant this is, huh? Now, believe it or not, this plant is 1.5 years old in this greenhouse here. Now, when I bought this plant, I ordered it online from Florida, and it got to me, and I believe it was 1 year old. Okay, so it was 1 year old, probably cutting or some sort of air layering plant, because I don't see any type of graft point on the trunk. So, and I'm not, don't take my word, as final. I would say I'm not an expert in Grumichamas at all, right? So this is my first experience with these plants. I'm not sure if you grow them from seed, how fast they'd be coming up, right? So there's specific plants that come up really fast and produce within like 1 or 2 years. Maybe this is one of those plants, maybe not. I'm not sure. I didn't do much research as far as growing Grumichamas from seed, but I ordered it online. They're available in the United States, and you can get them as well. And I wanted to make a video here to show you that if you take care of your plant and understand how it works and what it needs, and you water well and protect it from fungus and insects, all that, you can get something like this. 1.5 years in this pot here. I do want to mention the bottom of this pot is open, so it has access to the ground and the soil. And I've actually did a little bit of digging outside, and the roots were like 6 to 8 feet spread that way outside, so that's really cool. And that was one of the reasons why I did it, and one of the reasons why I added mycorrhizal fungi to connect all these roots together, all these plants, they kind of communicate and work as a group and help each other out in times of needs. But yeah, there you go, Grumichama. It's in beautiful flowering condition. 1.5 years in this greenhouse. It looks absolutely amazing. Such a beautiful ornamental plant. It is a fruit tree, so if you're looking for a fruit tree for your greenhouse, or maybe even like in areas where you have to bring them in, protect them a little bit in times of freezings, and bring them out when it's nice and warm, this is it. Look at it. This is so beautiful. It's got these beautiful shiny leaves, multicolored new growth, right? Just like many tropical plants. A beautiful white flower, and it's a cherry. So when these flowers are properly pollinated, they will produce a nice little cherry for you, right? And I don't have much experience with the taste, because I do believe some of these have, like any other fruit trees and plants, they have varieties, right? So I don't know what I'm about to get here. And sometimes when you order online and you wait a year or 2 or 3, and then you you realize you got a different variety than the one you ordered, right? So I'm very excited to see what this one is going to come up with as far as the fruit shape, taste, and color, and all that. I will make a video to update you guys with that. But as far as this video, I just wanted to show you that you could do this. I live in Southeast Texas. We've been getting single-digit freezes and snow and horrible weather conditions. But if you have a little bit of structure like this is really not much. I put this together myself, and you can have a plant like this. You can have a lot of other tropical plants. I have anonas over there, and avocados and mangoes, and you just put a little heater here, and you'll be fine. Just make sure in the summer you protect them from the extreme UV exposure. Open up the top a little bit, and you should be good to go, right? You can grow a plant like this that can take a lot of stress, a lot of difficulties, and come up with fruit and flower and beauty for you. All right. Now, I do want to mention that this is somewhat of a sterile greenhouse, right? And what I mean by that is, if you take a look around, it's like there's not much presence of insects here. Some of them sometimes do slip in because I do have, like when I ordered this shade cloth up top, I put on a shade cloth on top of this greenhouse just to control the, you know, excessive sunlight that we get here in Southeast Texas. But you know, it came in a little short, right? So there's a little bit of gap there, but it's not, that gap is not enough for a lot of insects to come through. And I also added another set of protection here. I got this fencing, and I got this insect mesh here. I don't know if you can see it well. See this curtain. So what I'm trying to say is that the conditions in this greenhouse are very sterile, and most of the time it's insect free, right? But some of these guys, like, look at this one right here. See, they can come through, and you know, most of the time it's because the plant is calling for them, really. Like when you get closer to the flower and smell it, it does have a fragrance, right? And a scent. It's very specific. So these plants are most of the time calling, especially like liquats here. Like when they flower, they smell really good, and bees come for it, you know, and they try to get in. And when I see them on the outside of that curtain, when I see them wanting to get in, I do let them come in for the liquats to be able to get some fruit out of them. Anyway, so getting back on topic here, I might have to cross-pollinate, or not cross-pollinate, or just hand-pollinate some of these plants here that I have in the greenhouse. And the reason why is just because, you know, it's sterile. It's wind sterile. There's not much air circulation going on here. It's not aggressive. If there is any, it'd be coming out of these fans, and these fans don't hit these corners sometimes. So you have to think about all that, you know, all these physical barriers and constraints, and work around that. Now, what it's going to take isn't going, you know, it's not a whole lot of effort. It's a little bit of effort. Every day you come in here for 5-10 minutes, and you just, you know, disturb some of that pollen. And luckily for this plant, let me get close and show you something here. Let's see. Let me focus on this. Can we focus? Okay, this one is not going to cooperate. Let's just stick with this one right here. Alright, let's focus. There you go. See? Each flower has so much pollen. Like if I had a little bit of air circulation, I don't think you would need hand pollination. But you see how the plant is so still most of the time. There's not much going on here. There's not a lot of movements, not a lot of insects to come over and take advantage of this. Okay, so you would grab it with one hand and disturb the pollen with the other hand. Okay, and you do that. It takes 5-10 minutes, guys, and it really does make a difference when you're growing fruit trees in a greenhouse. Okay, you would get a lot more fruit, higher quality fruit, and avoid sometimes fruit deformities as well. You know, so the appearance would look good, the fruit would taste better, you would have more of it. So there's no reason why you shouldn't hand pollinate when you're in such conditions. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video and got inspired by it, and maybe you guys would pick one up for yourselves. Now, I don't know about the fruit quality yet, like I said earlier in the video, but I will make a video later on when the fruits come up and we get to taste some of them. Okay? Here we go, one last shot. All right. Happy growing.